stars with you. Remember how we drifted? Devil couldn't care. Effortless and tranquility. Behind the soft of your lips, there was pretend. Every smile, every kiss made me try to forget. Behind the depth of your lips, you were leaving. Now I drift on the ocean's edge. Your love was my ambition on the ocean's edge. Day and night, I put this all for you. When you finally kissed me, angels hid their wings. Nothing could tame the storm in me. Behind the soft of your lips, there was pretense. Every word, every touch made me try to forget. Behind the depth of your lips, you were leaving. Now I drift on the ocean's edge. Feeling the sea from willing to be the best. Day in and out, we put ourselves to the test. What beats in my chest controls my well-being. But I've seen is opposite things we both be. Sailing on different ships in the same ocean. Missing the touch of your lips and your words spoken. Hoping, but I know it's lost somehow. Maybe a spark will emerge not far from now. Most people keep it going, others they try again. Either you reminisce or you gotta forget it, man. Found on the edge of it, the sun setting on me. Floating like driftwood and wool was pressure on me. I guess it's better for us, that's how love goes. You can build millions of miles and never find gold. So I must sail for the sake of happiness, cause I know my treasure lies deep within your chest. Soft of your lips, that was pretend. Every smile, every kiss made me try to forget. Behind the depth of your lips, you were leaving. Now I drift on the ocean.
With the Chocolate Shaman, Julie Hutchinson. This week's chocolatey treat to start the show was a performance by Zora. The name of the song, Ocean's Edge. We will hear more from Zora later in the show in the Cacao Lounge. It's time for Julie, the Chocolate Shaman, with this week's chocolate thought. Julie, we can't wait any longer.
Hello. This week's chocolate thought is delight yourself with the amazement of living in a chocolatey life. The challenge of living the chocolate life is inconvenient, and yet it is so absolutely necessary. The effort is not always fun, and yet it gives you access to the good, fun, and fulfilling parts of a sweet, rich, chocolatey life. Though in the moment it may seem unfair or tedious or boring or frustrating to make the effort, get past all of that. Go ahead and do what must be done, especially including the hard stuff. Looking back on the effort, it will not look so bad. In fact, looking back, you'll be quite thankful that you actually did it. So now, when the opportunity is here, do it. Now, when your chocolatey destiny is begging you to respect it, to follow it, and give value to it, get going. Muscle your way through, or finesse your way through, or do what it takes to get it done. Though at the beginning you may not feel like you like it, you will come to like it in a deeply rich, chocolatey, satisfying way. It's amazing what you can do when you put your mind, body, and spirit into it. Go ahead, do the hard stuff, and delight yourself with amazement in how great it is to live this sweet, rich, inspiring, chocolatey life. I hope you enjoyed this week's Chocolate Thought. Now it's time for this week's performance over in the Cacao Lounge. Shawnee, over to you.
Welcome to the Cacao Lounge, where we feature chocolatey goodies in the form of music and spoken words that will titillate, stimulate, and expand your mind. Tonight we have Azora from the Neverlands performing Mosquito Massacre Part 2. Hey DJ, that mic is hot. right. Chocolate Shaman is Mosquito Massacre Part 2, getting a couple of snaps for a chocolate bar, or quickly exiting the lounge.
I'm going to give this week a quickly exiting the lounge.
All righty. And she has spoken. I hope that you enjoyed the performance from Azora. You can check them out at azoramusic.nl. Back to Julie for this week's exercise for living the chocolate life.
So this weekly exercise for living the chocolate life. First of all, last week we continued the exercise of asking and sharing what do we love about our life. I hope you all enjoyed that one. I loved it. And so if you have any comments that you'd like to write in, please feel free to share those with us. And this week's exercise is about paying it forward in the form of a chocolatey treat or cash. It is quite simple, this exercise. Whenever you find yourself in a line of any form, give the person in back of you a piece of chocolate and thank them for the goodness that they do that goes unnoticed. Or, if you're standing in a grocery store line or a Starbucks line, give the cashier $1 and tell them to deduct it from the bill and from the person behind you. Each day, write in your journal any breakdowns or breakthroughs from doing the exercise. I hope you enjoyed this week's chocolate thought and use the exercise to delight in the amazement of living the chocolate life. And now for this week's recipe. This recipe is for cacao pudding, and it comes from one of our fans, raw food chef Joy Houston out of San Diego. And Joy writes, yes, this recipe does have healthy fats and natural sugars, which makes it an improvement over the ingredients in the store-bought variety. You get the superfood power of raw cacao, which has more antioxidants than green tea. The beneficial fats from the avocado and coconut oil and the natural sweeteners are much easier on the body, so enjoy this recipe. What you'll do is you'll just throw all the ingredients in your blender and puree until smooth. Adjust the flavors to your taste and chill and devour. How easy is that? Now here's for the ingredients. 2 ripe avocados, half a cup of cacao powder, a half to 3/4 cup maple syrup, agave, or other natural sweetener of your choice, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, seed from 1 vanilla pod or 1 teaspoon of vanilla, just a dash of sea salt, and then you can try adding a dash of cayenne or cinnamon for a little bit of a kick. You'll put all the ingredients in the Vitamix and blend well. Stop to scrape the sides down, blend again until warm, and then serve warm. So just a note that you will need a high-speed blender like a Vitamix, or a regular blender will not create the same pudding consistency, so be sure to use a high-powered blender. Thank you, Chef Joy, for sending us this great recipe. We wish you a chocolatey-filled day. Remember, chocolate is a choice nutritionally and spiritually that brings forth your inner passion and wellness. Thanks for listening.
You have been listening to Chocolate Thoughts, hosted by Julie Hutchinson, the Chocolate Shaman. Please visit her on the web at chocolateshaman.com or email info@chocolateshaman.com.